Okay.
What are you doing? Hello. This is Jade, Ruben, Brian, and we are Scribes. Something that you might not know, visitor, something you might have not known about Scribes in ancient Egypt was that women were not able to be scribes because their status was too low, and all they do is be a witness at a court or they would paint. Because there's something you might not know about ancient Egypt scribes is they had to learn hundreds of words and hundreds of symbols. This was important because that was their way of communicating.
Visitor, something you might not know about ancient Egypt scribes is that for leisure time they would go hunting, swimming, and fishing. This is important because because their status is too low and lack of time.
Visitor, something you might not know about scribes in ancient Egypt is that scribes would eat deer, fish, and gazelle. This is important because if they didn't eat, they would starve.
This was what the scribes used and this was used by the scribes chewing the top off and then making it pointy for them to put it in the ink and make write on the tip. This is like their alphabet order. This was their right and come. On the right, like their right. Sketch one out.
Try to sketch one of these?
Yeah.
Anyone?
Yeah.
Okay. So then, excuse me.
Wait, can you scale in? I'm trying to get captured. Okay.
Right?
Okay, what's the most that?
That one means bread loaf.
Okay.
Some
Okay.
high statuses. And so
Um,
this was what pious paper they made. Like they made that. And this is what they wrote on. Yeah, that paper was made out of this.
It was made out of what?
That paper was made out of this.
Oh,
and
same.
something you might not know about ancient Egypt. Farmers, when they were hungry and they didn't have nothing to eat, they would have to suffer to eat that.
They would improvise.
Yeah.
Nice. Smart.
okay. Guys, do you have any questions?
This is what they would do for me.
Yes. So do they write from right to left, like us? Or do they write up and down?
They wrote and they made the ancient Great Wall of China too.
They built the Great Wall of China? Did they? So how do you know how to read their hieroglyphs? How do you know how to read it? If they write up, down, sideways, and side to side?
Because on the computers we read that the scribes when they wrote they would know what to write
They would know how to order it.
and it's easy for them to instead of talking they would communicate in
They
paper.
would use their hands.
They would use,
or show them
so that's how they would communicate.
and they used to wear this type of
Only
clothes because it was hot.
low status.
And there was hot over there. Loose clothes.
Yeah.
Low status.
Okay, yeah.
You. Oh. How do you think they use this in ancient Egypt?
I'm assuming like a bow and arrow,
Yeah.
right? So I'm going to shoot it.
Like to shoot it, don't shoot it.
Don't.
Over here. So
Okay.
Okay.
So
Weaponry.
Right.
Ooh.
is that did I do it right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's good.
They would use this for fishing or hunting. Those are specific things because they would shoot the fish. They would also impale the fish. They would for
Highly skilled.
yeah. So this was just for leisure time for scribes, and it wasn't their job or anything, but they would do this for fun, and it's useful because they know what had food.
it was like their little vacations because all the time they had to work. And sometimes their vacation was like they had to go walking far and build like houses and buildings.
Did that sound like a vacation?
No, really. They were the ones writing like what they were using, what they were wasting, what they were keeping track.
What they needed?
Yeah, they were keeping track.
Really?
Why is that important?
That was important because like this time we have like our parents work, they have vacations, they actually like rest at home, not like have to work more extra.
So you said that scribes were low status?
Yeah.
Medium status? And how did you become a scribe?
We would have to go to we would like first take a test kind of where we would have like some obstacles to actually do, and then once you pass that you would take a test and then you would just go to schools and learn like all the symbols, and after that you could either carry on to learn so you can actually become, but women could not, so they would do other stuff as he said.
Because they didn't have it, like, it wasn't fair back then. Like, it was uneven. Men had more, like, power. Men and women were not the same quality, but women had some more from women.
And how important was the job of a scribe?
Very important because because they would track of, oh, this person passed away or this person is like in danger. They would keep track of how much people that were there. So if they didn't do that, or if there wasn't scribes, like if they overloaded like too much food or too much of this and that, that would be wasteful, or it would be like unwasteful because there's nothing there they didn't bring. So they keep track of every person and everything they need. So that's how important their job was. So without them, people would starve, or they would have too much food, and yeah. So also the population, they would take care of population. This person died, this. So then they would give it to the officials, it's kind of like a system that
They would record all the important information.
but they would do it by notes, and then they would give it to the
Isn't it important to have too much food?
Well, it is really good that you have too much food, but if you have too much, you know how they would switch with other countries and all that? Well, sometimes they would have too much, so then they wouldn't know what to do with it, and it would just go to waste. So that's why it's important to keep track, because you can overfeed and underfeed.
Synapti?
Synapti.
Okay, thank you.